Germany, an orgy of violence. There have been Islamist terror attacks as well, seemingly 4 in the last 3 months, although they haven't been labelled as such. 2016 was a bumper year for these. In February, a 17-year-old half Moroccan boy, Salah S., threw petrol bombs into a Hanover shopping centre and was charged with 7 attempted murders, sentenced for 8 years. Within weeks, his sister, Safia S., stabbed a policeman in the neck, receiving only 6 years. The siblings had been connected with ISIS. In July, the Ansbach suicide bombing was carried out by a 2014 Syrian asylum seeker, Mohammed Dalil. 15 people were injured. Dalil, who was also involved with ISIS, intended the bomb for a nearby music festival, but thankfully was not allowed in. The Wurzburg train attack that same month saw a 17-year-old Afghan refugee, 2015, stab 5 people and hack at them with an axe. Riaz Khan Ahmadzai, another ISIS affiliate, was shot dead, oh no, by police. October saw a 16-year-old boy stabbed to death in Hamburg. His girlfriend was thrown in a river. ISIS claimed responsibility, but the suspect was never caught. Lastly, in December, the Berlin truck attack was perpetrated by Anis Amri. Amri was a Tunisian illegal immigrant who had come to Italy in 2010, then fled to Germany when the Italians tried to deport him in 2015. He rammed a lorry into a Christmas market, killing 12 people and injuring 56. He was later shot dead, oh no, by Italian police. In 2017, a Palestinian failed asylum seeker went on a stabbing spree in a supermarket, killing 1 and injuring 6. He had pledged allegiance to ISIS, but oddly was not charged with terrorism. Ahmad Al-Hor was sentenced to life. In 2020, another failed asylum seeker seemed to deliberately crash his vehicle into multiple motorcycles on a Berlin autobahn, injuring 6 people. The Iraqi man then reportedly threatened people with a suspicious box, perhaps pretending he had a bomb. Samad A. was detained in a mental facility. In 2020, a gay couple was stabbed to death in Dresden by Abdullah al-H. The suspect was again connected with ISIS and had been in prison for terrorism offences since 2018. He was released even though he was deemed to be dangerous. Bizarrely, police were charged with scanning him for weapons when he entered and exited his home. Not exactly foolproof. One day he bought a knife and used it to kill 2 men. The mind boggles. Why not just keep him locked up? In July 2024, a policeman was stabbed to death in Mannheim, apparently by an Afghan asylum seeker. Yes, another one. An anti-Islam rally was being set up nearby by Citizens Movement Pax Europa. Suleiman Atay, allegedly, ran up to the leader of the organization and stabbed him with a large knife. 2 other group members tackled the assailant, receiving knife injuries as well. The leader got away, but Atay pursued him, continuing to stab wildly at his victim. The other group members caught up and tried to drag the attacker off him, and 2 policemen approached. For unclear reasons, the first policeman tackled one of the good guys and pinned him to the ground. Atay promptly, it appears, darted over and stabbed Officer Reuven Lohr in the back of the head. The other cop shot Atay, wounding him. The whole incident was captured on a shocking viral video. In August 2024, a failed asylum seeker allegedly stabbed 3 people to death and injured 8 at a festival in Solingen. He was apparently aiming at people's throats. Issa al-H, a Syrian, was charged with murder and being an ISIS member. Recently, Germany has had 4 likely terror attacks. There was the Christmas market attack in Magdeburg, where it appears the suspect had been feigning anti-Islam sentiments in order to get asylum from Saudi Arabia in 2016. Disturbingly, Talab al-Abdul Mohsen worked as a psychiatrist. The Saudis claim he was wanted for rape. and they had repeatedly warned the Germans that he was a dangerous individual. It also appears the suspect was running a program to help young women gain asylum into Germany. Was he really people trafficking? This was followed in January when a 2-year-old boy and a man who tried to help him were stabbed to death in a park in Aschaffenburg. The suspect is an Afghan who, you've guessed it, is a failed asylum seeker. Then we have the car attack on a trade union rally in Munich on February the 6th. A woman and her 2-year-old daughter were murdered, with 37 injured. Farhad N. was the man apprehended, reportedly as he shouted Allahu Akbar. The Munich public prosecutor observed he may have had an Islamist motivation. Oh, really? Afghan suspect, tick. Failed asylum seeker, tick. Arrived as part of the Merkel madness, tick. Ironically, the Munich Security Conference was attended by world leaders the following day. The enrichment continued mere days ago when a Spanish tourist was stabbed at the Holocaust Memorial in Berlin. The suspect is a Syrian who was arrested with a rucksack containing his weapon, a prayer mat, and a Quran. The Sherlocks from Berlin police said this might suggest a religious motivation. On top of this lengthy list, there have also been dozens of thwarted terror plots since 2016, which could have killed hundreds or thousands of people. And they wonder why AfD has been winning a lot of seats. The federal elections of February 23rd saw them soar to 20.8% of the vote and 152 seats. On 2021's result, they doubled their percentage and gained 69 seats. AfD won't govern, but they can influence, agitate, and grow. Germany's problem with migrant violence is not over by a long stretch, and many more attacks will occur. But this is a step in the right direction.